Hello friends, old and new, my name is Mustafa and this is MK Fingerstyle Academy, a channel dedicated to fingerstyle content whether it comes to tabs and arrangements or tutorials. But in this video, I will continue the talk that I started 2 weeks ago when I was talking about the Craft Geek music stand. In that video, I compared the pros and cons of each music stand and who I think it's for. In a nutshell, if you are a digital music or books and paper user and you're staying at home practicing from your own dedicated practice space, then a solo bag would be the best option. Or if you need something that is portable and on the go that you can carry around when you go to jam sessions or performances, then the Craft Geek would be the better option. But if you're like me and you have transitioned from paper to digital music, then there is one more stand option that I believe will be the ultimate option for you as both a student or a performer, and it is not one of these music stands. I spent about a month researching this solution and thinking really hard about it because it does require some money, but I do believe this is the ultimate solution for both performers or students who are only and purely use digital music, that is to say, they read from their tablets. For me, there are three things that I really needed my music stand to be able to do. The first one is that it needed to be portable, lightweight, and I can easily assemble it in my backpack, as this was to be my solution for when I go and perform, and I carry a lot of things when I perform. So the music stand had to be one less cumbersome thing to carry around. The second thing is that it had to be strong enough that I can trust my $1,000 tablet on it and be able to carry my accessories as I need them on stage. And the third and most important thing that I needed to be, it had to be a music stand that goes really low on the floor and has a small form factor so that when I perform while reading from the music sheet, the audience can still see me as a performer and not be blocked by the stand itself as they would with a solid back music stand. That is because in most of my concerts, I perform as a solo performer on an elevated stage, so the audience would be looking at me from down below up. So if I had a huge stand blocking their view to hold a tablet, they wouldn't be able to see my small ukulele that sits on my body. And for that, after a month of research, I have decided to invest my money into the AirTurn music stand system for tablets. What I like about the AirTurn music stand is that it is modular. In other words, you buy the pieces as you need them depending on your situation. For me, I needed something to be able to hold my tablet and potentially a microphone so I can connect my ukulele to a microphone to an amp. This is the AirTurn Go stand and it goes really low on the floor. If I put it, now you can't see it. And right now I have the iPad literally underneath the camera using a 16mm lens. And the fact that you can't see it this close to me as a performer is a testament of how low this music stand goes. This is the lowest standing music stand that I can find on the market. The other component of the music stand is that you need to have a holder that can hold the tablet. And for me, I'm using the Manos from AirTurn. This is the handle they recommend you use with the GoTurn, and it comes with a little bit of grip that you can attach to the pole. In my case, I don't use that grip. I just attach it directly to the pole. And this is its form factor with the tablet on. As you can see, there are no extras around the iPad to block vision. That's a big deal because most other music stands don't have that feature, and while they might be portable, cheap, strong, or whatever, they all block your view one form or another. So if you're a performer and vision is important for you, this will be a lifesaver. The third component in my setup is a way to, keyword here, silently flip the pages as I'm reading from the tablet. And for that, I'm using the AirTurn Duo 500 Bluetooth page flipper. And the key thing about it here is that it is silent. If you don't know what that means, I used to have the Stomp Box and I had a review for it. And my problem with it is that while it did the job and it was super easy to set up and super cheap, every time you hit the switch, you hear a loud click sound. Which, in a stage where the room is treated and every sound you make carries out across, you really don't want the people to hear that, especially when you're going through at least 40-page flips. It can get very distracting. So what you really need is a silent page flipper, and for that I highly recommend the AirTurn Duo. It has never failed me and never disconnected once from using it on stage. If you're curious to see what the setup looks like from a performer's perspective, here is the AirTurn music stand compared to the Craft Geek, which is at its lowest setting, and the Solid Back, which is also at its lowest setting. As you can see with the AirTurn with the tablet on at its lowest setting is significantly shorter than the other music stands. And just for reference, here is the AirTurn Duo On connected to my iPad. So this tab is 4 pages, which means I have to go through 3 page turns. That's page 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you can see, it is extremely responsive and there is no sound. It's also very grippy on the floor, so it doesn't slide around, which is crucial when you go on stage. And right now I'm actually showing you my stage setup with all the accessories added for when I perform. Here you'll see the page turner on the floor. This is a little shelf accessory that is not from AirTurn that you can buy on Amazon. It's basically a clamp that goes around the shaft, which means this shaft is thick enough for it to go on it. And then here you can see my nail filers and tuner, something that I use on stage when I need to. The tablet is right here with the holder, and right here is the grip that comes with the tablet holder when you buy it with the grip. And I'm using this AirTurn grip in conjunction with the AirTurn microphone stand that you can connect to this grip. And now you have a way to read your music sheet while having a microphone on, either for recording or for connecting your microphone to an amp if you need to. This does not adjust very much, but it's short enough to be very discreet away from you, or long enough to be right next to your instrument if you're recording a guitar and ukulele. I think it's brilliant. It is extremely portable, totally worth the extra money if you have flexibility in your budget. And also what you can do is, if you need to record video, you can read your tablet, but also use this with an adapter to screw in your phone or camera or another tablet holder so that you can record yourself video, which is something I'm going to talk about in my next video. And the last thing I want to talk about here is this little hack that I found that makes assembling the tripod extremely fast. And that is by installing a Manfrotto quick release plate. So typically when you buy it, you're going to have to screw this holder out of the stand, but that takes too long of a time. So what I did is I attached a quick release plate to the stand and to the holder, so with the click of a button I can just attach both of them. Here it is in focus. This is the plate that goes on the tripod. This is my quick release plate, and then you have the other part of the plate that goes on your object, whether it's a camera, microphone, or in this case the holder. And all you have to do is just attach this plate to the tripod and then you're done. It's that quick. There it is, gone, on. It is that fast. No screwing around with the tripod or the holder when it's on. I'm going to talk about that hack in my next gear video, so watch out for that. This is my ultimate music stand solution for tablets if you're a digital music reader. This is not the cheapest solution out there, but it's also not that expensive. And if you're a professional like me, then you wouldn't mind spending the extra little dollars to acquire this. It is extremely reliable, extremely strong, with a company brand that I trust and support. And to be fully transparent, AirTurn does not do affiliate commissions. So I'm not doing this review for any financial gains from them. I'm doing it purely because you guys asked, and this is what I think is the ultimate solution for digital music stands. Until then, watch out for my next video where I talk about that hack a little bit more in depth and how I use it in my studio with all of my gear. See you there.